Hey, Gooder.
Yo,
How you doing, man?
you good?
All right.
On air?
Yes.
What's up?
All right. Kickoff is taken. Do you want me to stream for you real quick?
Sure.
Okay. There you go. All right. Primetime matchup, I think. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we have Gunslinger Dingo, the matchup of 2021 and Season 1 that I think everybody wanted to see. So it'll be interesting to how Gunslinger handle some of the line woes that we've been dealing with up to this point. Gonna find AK on a nice little comeback there.
Great pass. And this line for Dingo is looking impressive. He got Humble and Yuli on the tackles, and Spork at nose tackles. Oh my God!
What?
Gunslinger threw one to AK. I think AK went to dash and jump, but it was low. So he kind of jumped over it, but the dash stopped his momentum as well. And Toxic kind of just dove behind him and snagged it.
That is
So,
not how you want to start your game. Dingo already in Express territory. We are not even 20 seconds into the game and we have our first turnover.
alright. Well, welcome to Gridiron, folks. Anything can happen. First and 10. Dingo taking a run here. Tries to cut it out left, but Cam Newton's laptop tackled him for 6. Or after 6 yards, excuse me. Cam
And
making...
Dingo
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Dingo probably gonna look to sort of press this line advantage that he has here. I mean, you don't draft 2 linemen in the first 2 rounds to not run the ball.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's in the name of the team. He's going to grit and grind the hell out of this team. Whatever team's playing against. Toxic with a great comeback route. Crack missing, but eventually gets him for the tackle.
Yeah, doubling his yardage here with the yak.
Yeah, I was going to say he doubled up on it. Looks like we got first and 10 coming up on the 25-yard line. Dingo faking the run. Ooh,
Has
able to
time.
escape. Oh, CBZ. Member of Goat Factory, now member of the Express. Coming back from, I think, a 6 or 7 month absence and making his presence felt a little bit early in this game.
And just to note, they have a wee man at edge on the O-line.
Oh!
And Shrek
Craig!
jumping the out route.
Craig played the out route so well, I thought he was Dingo's receiver.
You know, perhaps he plays with, or Toxic, fellow title wide receiver. Perhaps just so many games played between the two of them that he just knows what Toxic does before he cuts his out route.
Oh!
Oh
Oh
no!
no! Gun tackle on the goal line by Ulysses. And that's a safety. Great
That
take, too.
cannot be the pocket movement.
As I try and maneuver between my windows here. Toxic taking the kick return. Making a man miss. Oh, some fancy footwork. Toxic taking it back for 31.
Yeah. And with that, Dingo gonna look to already push for a 2-possession lead with just barely a minute into the first quarter.
Dingo rolling around. Stepping up to the line. Tries to take a run, but Weeman is there. Drops him for 2. And yeah, I think just reading chat right now, I think that might swing morale in at least one of these teams. Probably both.
Yeah.
Dingo staying pocket, throwing one on a comeback to Record. Oh, Record making JBX miss initially, but JBX coming back to drop him 14 yards though.
And that Record JBX matchup between two old heads. I mean, we got AK playing corner, actually. I'm not sure how I like that. I think AK is better suited at playing this sort of, deep safety meta that we're seeing, and JBX is, a proven, tried and true corner. He gets results.
I mean, that was the thing I see Record doing a little bit is when he catches the ball, he just has so much momentum going back into the in. As the inside block, speaking of which, is not there from Yuli. CBZ picking up his second sack. 6-yard loss. So 2nd and 16 here, just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Dingo rolling left, then back to his, or rolling right back to his left. Throws one deep
His
for
record.
Record pulls it in over AK. And the grit
The
kick
short
is
side roll into the 4-man, and the fact that he had a pocket there just goes to show how dominant this line is.
Oh my god. I mean, that might
And they're
be.
going for 2?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I mean, why not? Go up 2 possessions this early?
But the field goal
The field goal does put him up,
secures the 2
but he
possession lead.
wants it.
And it's going to cost them.
Spork just didn't block.
I'm not sure what
Yeah.
the call there was.
Wee-Man just got a beeline at the quarterback. No.
JBX going to return this dangerous yak here from JBX as he's going to get tackled 2 yards past the 20. There is no yak to be found there.
I have a feeling this is going to be a shootout. As it's only, I think that is also why they went for 2, is because they have that margin of error. Like, even if they miss it, they're still up by 8. As Gunslinger finding AK over the middle for 18 yards, out to the 40-yard line.
Has to be happy that the in route connects that time. You know, that's like a little sigh of relief. But
And
Gunn so far backing up quite a bit. I mean, instant pressure there by Spork from the middle. Forced to throw that one under pressure. Will still find JBX.
Yeah, first down as well.
Haven't seen too much usage of Poppy Shrek yet, I don't think.
I just don't. I don't know if he trusts him enough yet, which is weird to say. Is he's red S-keyed and hit by Ulysses. I don't know. Looks like Gunn is not reacting well to this new S-key that's been in place, the 13-0. It's been affecting quarterbacks differently throughout the week as he finds JBX on the line, tries to yak it up a bit.
Little chip and drag out right there from JBX.
11 yards. Not bad. 3rd and 13 here for Gunslinger in the Express. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Yep. Oh, and he yet again.
Humble.
That's just a missed block by Cam, and Gunn just barely standing in that red territory, and he has no room to move without a slide. And we see him nearly get sacked there again. Throws it up to the right, and JBX, none other than him to bring that one down on a pass from Gunslinger.
JBX. Don't you remember, if I just click my mouse twice, it goes right to JBX. So I'll be able to use that for player cam if I need to. 1st and 10 from the 32. Gunslinger, ooh, throwing one over the middle for JBX. Wow. Speaking of double clicking, there it is. 30-yard dart.
That was a missile.
Yeah. No, he just put everything behind that and said, I know JBX is down there. He's going to bring this one in. He had the faith. That ball was right on the money. Gunslinger puts it in for 6. JBX, I should say, also. 6 points go on the board. Ooh, what a weird route that was.
That wasn't picked?
That was such a weird route. I mean, if it works, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like that was just right at Toxic's forehead, though. I'm not.
JBX just sort of bullied him for it.
I don't even know how he brought that one down.
Toxic cutting across the field out to the 28-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And I did mess up last game. My scoreboard was way too big, so I made it a lot smaller for this game. And I apologize for everyone who saw that last game.
Gotcha.
Dingo
Little
dropping
chip
back.
there.
Oh, Cam getting his first sack of the season.
That was a nice move there to make Humble miss his block.
Cam making a almost seamless transition to line from quarterback, which is the most unlikely of position swaps I think I've ever seen in this game.
Yeah,
Looking for
we got
sack.
him. and then easy from receiver to quarterback, or from receiver to line, excuse me. I think I'm gonna drop back and get rid of that one before he can get sacked.
He almost got hit by Cam twice there on that play.
That I'm definitely not somebody to underestimate. Was the first lineman to get picked by Gunslinger for this team.
Which is
Dango getting
crazy.
caught on his own lineman, nearly sacked, makes a wee man miss, and he's off to the races.
Cutting in, then out, then back in, gets the first!
And he has blocks! Oh, he nearly got up.
5-yard scramble from Dingo. Holy moly. Oh, it's his fifth sack. Oh, yeah, there was a game earlier. I forgot the Express played earlier. Thank you, Don. Mr. Soup. I appreciate the correction. Dingo rolling out to his right. Almost hit by Cam again, but a weird angle. CBZ almost hitting him, but Dingo just throwing this one way far out of bounds. His guy or no guy. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Also, Gooder, you had a play last game that I want to ask you about in a minute here once we get this play squared away. 2nd and 10. Dingo rolling out to his right, throws one over the middle, and that's just so short. JBX grabs that one out of the air.
I'm not sure if that was intended for the in route or the streak from Vasquez. Either way, that's I believe drive concept. I don't know like actual football terminology, but the streak is intended to split the defense to either swap both people on the streak or the in. And there, Dingo read the defense wrong and just threw it straight to the coverage.
And I think I'm in agreement with Big Boy on this. Like, you draft 3 great linemen, you name your team Grit, and you're throwing passes like that. Like, you gotta stick to the run if it's working, man.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10, short route on the line of scrimmage for AK, gets 0 yards.
Yeah, not sure about that one. If you want to throw the screen, you could just throw it straight off the snap. Maybe get a little bit more room to work with.
Yeah, I think he tried to line that one up for Poppy, but overthrowed it by a mile.
Yeah, I think that was a throw just intended to be away from the defense, just hoping that Shrek could get there for it. But I think that was just too far out of bounds for anyone to get.
Yeah. Gunslinger rolling right, then back left. Throws one over the middle for AK, 5 yards, but it's 4th and 5. It's a little bit of a dangerous spot
Could go
here.
for a field goal here. I don't think that's necessarily in Gunslinger's style, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, timeout here. I just realized.
Will he prove me wrong?
I mean, from the hash, like.
Yeah, that's true. He would have to curve it a little bit. So 4th and 5. Maybe look for an in here over the middle by AK again.
Or JBX slant. Slant up, and it's there.
Wow.
So the slant up to JBX is there. Great pass by Gunslinger.
And they are quickly turning this momentum around after that safety to start the game. And going for 2 yet again.
Oh!
For JBX. Oh my god.
Some dangerous throws, but he's threading the needle. Gunslinger's showing why he's the Season 1 champion. Passes like that to receivers like JBX, who are more than capable of making receptions on bad throws, but a perfect pass and a perfect catch. I mean, you can't draw it up any better. As Toxic trying to make something happen here on the return. 21 yards out to the 32.
Yeah, he's progressively getting further and further up the field on this,
Yeah.
I think maybe 70 more returns we'll have a touchdown at this rate.
At some point we'll have one. Have we had a kick 6 yet in this season? Oh my god,
Not
Poppy
sure.
Craig.
That was great defense there by Shrek until the last moment. I believe he was in position to pick that off and just miss the ball.
I think he was running before he had the ball in his hands. Dingo looking for a run here. Gets 7. Good run. JBX is in fact going crazy tonight. He's got 6 receptions for 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. I mean, he's on something right now. 2nd and 3 for Dingo. Going to his left. And Cam with the insta-cell. 9-yard sack. 3rd and 12. Oh boy. Grit in a tough spot here, I think.
3rd and 12. I mean, you could even just go for the run here and make it 4th and manageable. Dingo with some
He's gonna do
short
it.
plays that he really
He's
likes.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
4th and manageable, as you said. It looked like he might have almost had the first, but some defense swallows him
Might
up.
look for that streak from Vasquez and in from Toxic again. I mean, it's a
Oh.
fairly consistent play for the first.
I don't think he's thrown Vasquez at all this game so far, but he finds record on a comeback left side. It was almost a hitch route, but more of a comeback, I guess. 22 yards in the first.
That was a good read. AK, definitely one of the more, S-key corners.
Ooh, Dingo stepping up, getting 4. JVX takes him down. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left in the half. We've had a very intense first half of football so far. One possession game as well. Dingo dropping back, throwing one deep to the end zone for record. A little bit high. Almost had record there.
So just under 2 minutes left in the first half. Dingo gonna look to equalize here. Toxic is getting played off quite a bit by Shrek. Gonna elect not to go for the screen. Has record on the comeback again, though.
Yep.
That's going to be there pretty often unless they call a scheme that has AK playing the under or Gunslinger playing the under.
I was going to say, I don't think they want somebody playing that under because record will just turn that into a streak.
Yeah.
Dingo faking the run, dropping back, throwing one line leak for Humble. Touchdown Grit.
Absolute dime to Humble by Dingo right there. The fake run to set it up and everything. Just beautiful play call. And so gonna go for 2 here.
I'm sorry, I was fixing my score. I was fixing my score, I'm sorry. 2 point. Oh, right on the end line. Oh man, finds Vasquez on the quick slant. 16-16. I changed the score before the 2 point even happened. I'm smart like that. Dingo kicking it to JBX. JBX is going to make a return out of it here. Makes a couple guys miss. Gets out to the 30.
Yeah, and considering how many people were unblocked there, that 30 is a very respectable return. There was an entire sea of red in front of him.
Gunslinger with a quick out to JBX. Not quite a screen, but 2 yards on the play.
No, that is like a kind of a bubble screen. But he just has Shrek blocking before the ball even gets there.
That's true.
He usually runs that on the goal line. Not sure why he ran that so far down the field. Sport gonna get a 12-yard sack.
I think he was gonna trust. He was gonna trust JBX with the yak, but just you have 2 defenders and 1 blocker. It just doesn't usually work out too well. Gunslinger dropping back to the 5, throwing a comeback here for Krek. 11 yards on the play.
Fourth and 9 here. This conversion is crucial. If you don't get it, you put Dingo in scoring position with just over a minute left on the clock before half. And I believe... I actually don't remember who started with the ball.
Oh, Dingo!
Dingo gonna pick it off!
Face pick by Dingo!
And he has plenty of time to score this ball.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, that is a crucial mistake.
So the Grit defense starting the game off with a great defensive drive and now trying to end the half with a great offensive drive. Bookending the half, but CBZ able to get there.
15-yard sack.
Puts him out of 50 range a little bit, so...
Nearly taking them out of express territory with that sack, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge play by CBZ. 2nd and 25.
They will rush 4.
Oh,
Dingo doesn't see anything he likes.
Toxic! Ooh.
Just barely overthrows him. Shrek went for the body block and missed. If that throw was just a little bit shorter, Toxic could have just jumped and took that one into the end zone.
Dangerous plays. But it almost pays off for him. 3rd and 25. Dingo rolling to his right, trying to get up in the middle. Under pressure, almost hit by Cam. I'm not sure how he wasn't hit by Cam. But finds Vasquez for 8. And that's... Is that Vasquez's? Yeah, that's Vasquez's first catch outside of that 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
So Vasquez getting some love.
4th down here. 4th and 19. Dingo almost certainly going to look to go deep here.
Looking for
Looks
record.
for record R towards the
Ooh.
sideline, and AK going to bring that one down. That is not where you want to be targeting AK.
Yeah.
Those 50s, I mean, he's been known in the past to be practically automatic at those, channeling what we know him best for.
Record took a little bit too long to find spot, but Gunslinger rolling around. Humble getting a safety.
Not again.
Oh my
Not
God!
again.
No, you can't let that happen to you twice.
And I believe he backed up into the red slow
He
distance
did.
again, and you know, being one of the people I think who advocated for the red slowdown, this is not what I expected from Gunn.
I mean, the thing I expected the least was, as we get the snap here, Dingo taking a 5-yard rush. Both.
Oh, he's out of timeouts. I'm not sure if that run was a good decision. I mean, he's just barely in range, but I would be much more comfortable if I'm at the express 40
I was
here.
gonna say dink and dunk it, get to their 40. Which is, I think we
Since
trying to
Humble,
do.
and record is wide open and overthrown.
Oh no! Humble earned
10
himself a
seconds.
streak after the safety, but he got overthrown. Oh, Cam with the insta-cell. 7-yard
And
sack.
that will save them the drive, probably. I don't think they get into scoring distance at 4 seconds by also converting on this 4th. Yeah.
And that's half.
Nice catch there. Nice pick there by AK. So, the Express already have gotten safety twice in this game.
I mean, they've been safetied by both of the grit tackles. Like, Humble and Ely both have... I mean, Dingo's first 2 picks are paying off for him right now, so... I think his strategy of picking those linemen worked. Toxic, getting it out to the 26.
Yeah, if Dingo wants to make this offense a bit more efficient, they're probably going to have to look to trust these linemen on both sides of the field. Look to take some runs up the middle. Even Spork, though, I think was a very underrated lineman going into this draft. Getting her as late as Dingo did is a bit of a steal, in my opinion.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And there's definitely a lot of, I think, good to come from that line on both sides of the field.
I think there were 2 very big steals this draft. Spork being one of them, Alexander I think being the other. Alexander fell to like the 5th or 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge steal for whoever got their hands on Alexander. As Dingo steps up, fakes the run, rolls back,
And the fake
overthrows
comeback,
Record.
the Record. Oh no! Record has been overthrown twice now in the span of 1 minute.
So I saw that almost as soon as that ball came out. That was overthrown. Dingo rolling to his left. Throws a comeback to Toxic. Can he get the first? He can. 11 yards and a first. 3rd and 35. Or sorry, 3rd and 35, excuse me. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in the quarter. 1st and 10 for Grit. 2-point lead here. Dingo rolling
Left,
left.
dropping back really far.
Staying pocket and throws it away. Neither quarterback has crested 200 yards yet through the air.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Seems like both of them are kind of somewhat struggling to find their footing. CBZ gonna stuff that run before it can even get to the line of scrimmage.
CBZ has 4 and Cam has 3, so this express line is making themselves comfortable here in Dingo's backfield. 3rd and 12. On the 35-yard line.
You know, that's probably why both of these quarterbacks are, you know, struggling to make some of the throws that we normally see from them. Great crossbody hour out there to Toxic.
I think he put it a little bit too far. If you put that a little bit more inside, I think he could have yacked that up for a first. 4th and 6, though. We've seen Dingo convert on plays like this, situations like this many times. Vasquez on
Sends
the...
a humble again. The lineman comeback.
I saw the lineman come back, but Vasquez was wide open in the flats. But the first down is there, so I don't think he's going to complain too much. 1st and 10 for Grit. See if they can get in the end zone here on this possession. Make up for that one before half. Dingo making Gunslinger miss, but he cannot make Wee Man miss. That's a sack. Wee Man drops him for a loss of 4. 2 sacks on the game for Wee Man. Dingo rolling out to his right. Looking for something. Toxic on a comeback. Dingo might look to run, and he walks into Wee Man.
That definitely is not how Wee Man saw that dive. Saw that dive ending the play.
Oh no.
Maybe Dingo getting into his own head a little bit right there, running into the spike strip on the ground. Yuli is actually wide open. AK backs up on it.
If he threw that to
Oh
the
my
inside, he had
goodness.
Yuli cooked, but throws it to his outside a little bit, and AK's behind him. So, unoptimal pass, I think, from Dingo. Oh, Yuli
Yeah,
stopped.
very-
Oh, Vasquez missing the dive. Trying to maybe dive in front of that or just hit JBX as he caught it. But JBX brings it in, gets 5 extra yards and a first.
So Gunn, oh, maybe looking deep there. Generally, when Gunn has his line or running back do like a drag across the field, he's taking some time to look downfield and see if anything there is open. Seeing the drag again, and we do see him go deep to AK.
Oh! Puts it right in between 2 defenders, and AK is right there. He gets squished though. 1st and 10.
That was a great play concept right there, splitting the 2 deep defenders.
And a run from Gunslinger. 3
The
yards
rare
only.
run slinger sighting.
Gunslinger. I don't think I've heard that one before.
Oh, that has been around.
It's probably just because I wasn't around.
Probably
for
ever
it.
since Season 1 championship with the run to win.
I don't think I was around much back then, which kind of stinks because I wish I was to see that. But
Yeah.
1st down here for the Express. Great hookup. Gunslinger rolling out to his right here. Coming back into swap by Yuli.
And he's got to be, I think, kind of happy with the SWAT to some degree because that was very nearly a 15-yard sack. If he doesn't get rid of that ball right then, that's just making the distance to the line of scrimmage, or excuse me, 1st down as Gunn gonna find Shrek over the middle, and he's just gonna shake his defender after he gets the ball.
I mean, that's just a great
Complete
pass
defensive
and a great
breakdown right
run.
there.
Yeah. It's just a great offensive play called to split the defense. Ooh. Throws it over the head of 2 defenders there. I think that might have been Dingo and Record, I believe, that he threw it over.
Yeah, so far 3 for 3 on these 2-point conversions for the Express.
Toxic getting the kickoff again. Can he get past the 30? He can. Can he get past the 35? He can. Out to the 37. He's getting
Like I said,
yards.
man, he's progressively going further and further. There is a legitimate chance that he will bring one of these into the end zone.
Dingo rolling
Dingo?
all the way out to his right, just taking a run. Wee Man missing the dive. 1st down for Dingo. I mean, he didn't have to take that step back there. If he had kept running, he would have gotten a couple more yards, but just kind of walks into AK. 10 yards on the play.
At the end of the day, a first is a first.
Yeah.
As Yuli downfield. sees AK there this time, though. Doesn't try to test that matchup. I just realized AK is on right corner now.
Yeah, they
So
moved him.
different defensive look
That's
from
interesting.
Express here.
I don't know. I'm not sure why they called that. I wouldn't see a reason to swap him. Cam almost gets another sack. Dingo just
I
throws
think
this one out of bounds.
Record was getting the comeback a little bit too much for Gunslinger's liking, and Record plays a bit tighter, or excuse me, Shrek plays a bit tighter on defense at corner than AK. So just looking at what Dingo is looking for and switching around the matchups to try to counter that as well as he can.
Speaking of tight plays, finding Vasquez for 6, and Krek is there immediately.
Yeah.
4th and 4.
Turns that one into 4th down. Yeah. Dingo sends his lineman.
Ooh.
That's the similar route concept to what got picked off earlier. I think the lineman leak there just put the coverage where he wanted it to be for that little switch to get the result that he wanted. Dingo with time here.
Dingo, oh, with the spin move in the first. Dingo, moving and grooving, gets 13 yards. Ooh, getting saucy out here, Dingo.
Some style points there.
Absolutely.
Putting JBX in safety pressure. Gunslinger taking the Vasquez matchup. JBX is going to drop back.
Dingo, my God, you can only make a miss for so long. CBZ dropping him for sack number 5. I didn't think going into this game I'd see CBZ leading the lobby in sacks.
Yeah, I think Dingo had room there to work, and he just ran back into CBZ.
I think you're right, but he didn't want to risk dropping back even further. I think is his issue. He doesn't like the red esky. He throws one for Vasquez, almost picked by Krek, but Vasquez able to get in front of it. 12 yards, 3rd and 7 upcoming. Ten seconds left in the quarter, though, so this game is really close. Dingo.
Send Humble again. It's open.
Oh, Humble on the line leak. Tie game at 24. Touchdown Grit. You got a 24-24 game right now.
Much better executed drive there by Dingo compared to the past couple drives.
Dingo rolling around, finds Vasquez on the out.
And both of these quarterbacks finding success on the 2-point conversions.
Yeah. I mean, without those safeties, this is 22-24. But 4 extra points on safeties for Grit. Gunslinger making a little return here, out to the 34.
Ow. That was the last person I expected to make moves on the kick return in this lobby. No offense to the man, but Gunslinger is never really known for his schmoves.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
is that commentator curse? That I just said his name.
I don't know. You said he doesn't have good moves. That's not really a. I would call that a jinx. I would say it's a jinx if you said, "Oh, well, he hasn't thrown an interception in a couple drives," and then he throws that. Like that would be a commentator's curse.
Oh, and Dingo gonna look to capitalize on that here, make a 2-possession lead. Record is wide open.
Oh my God! So looks like the cornerback switch didn't quite work out for Express. His Record toasts Poppy Shrek. Holy cow! All right.
What the heck just happened?
Oh, excuse me, I got my scores backward.
You're going for 2.
Picked off.
And that one will get stopped by JBX. Gonna save the game from turning into a 2-possession deficit for his Express.
Oh my God. Kickoff receive left side for Gunslinger. Looking to make something happen. Out to the 31. Again, it's only an 8-point game, so there's some fight left in this Express team, and they tie this game up
Oh
really
yeah, for
easily.
sure. This is still anybody's game.
Comeback for AK. Oh my God, Toxic missing the tackle. AK looking to run it up a little bit.
Yeah, that
Tackle.
misdive is definitely not what you want to see right now. With the one possession lead, you need to keep staying disciplined. Force Gunslinger to throw the ball as many times as he can, and just play the odds of eventually one going towards the defense.
I mean, that dive is the difference between 11 yards and 28 yards. As a comeback over the middle for Krek is there for 11 yards. 1st and 10 to the 30.
Or see Gun try something fancy here, like maybe an aim corner to AK.
Ooh,
Actually,
Humble.
outside leverage to AK was kind of just there.
I think he hesitated a bit too long, and that's a sack. So those 11 yards that Krek just got on that last play are moot. Losing 11 yards, 2nd and 21. Gun dropping back. Rolling around, spazzing out a little bit, throwing one deep, picked off by Toxic, and momentum carries him into the end zone, I think, and that's a touchback.
Yeah. That throw was a bit forced, I think. Maybe saw how the defense played it last play and just expected them to play it again without actually looking. And I mean, Toxic was over that the whole way. So great play by him to sort of read the offense. But
9-yard run
that
from
will
Dingo.
cost them the game, I think, if Dingo milks clock and ends up putting the ball either through the uprights or in the end zone.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And Dingo knows it. Ooh, the fake run, though. Throws a comeback to Toxic. Where is AK?
I am not sure.
Oh, did he send Yuli on that play?
No, he sent Humble, but
Oh, okay.
that is not AK's to cover, I don't think. Unless there is some scheme thing that I don't know about. Yeah, well, to be fair though, the strong side leak will throw you off guard quite a bit.
Dingo just playing
Dingo evading 4.
he's playing a ring around the rosy with this Express defense. Throws one left side for record, but it's over his head. Holy. I just watched him run around Humble in a circle. He did like 2 laps around that man, then drop
Yeah,
back
that
to the
was.
pocket. Dingo looking for a run here on 2nd and 10, takes 7. My goodness. Alright. It's 3rd and 3, 2:20 left. Dingo faking the run, dropping back. Oh, CBZ hits him. Loss of
That was an
6.
ill-advised step up there, I think. CPZ was still behind the shield. I don't know why Dingo. Maybe he thought Yuli had the edge set, but there was no such edge to be found. CPZ getting.
Oh, Cam! A huge defensive play by Cam Newton's laptop.
And that's going to put them almost in the red zone.
Ball on the 27-yard line. You cannot ask
Gunslinger
for
has
better.
a very good chance to tie this game up. Has AK
AK
on the.
didn't jump! Oh my god! What are you doing, man?
That cannot be. Oh no.
Oh, almost cost him the drive. If Toxic read that better, that's a pick. And Humble sacking Gun, losing 12. 3rd and 22. Ah, that hurt to watch, man. I mean,
That just cannot be the play there.
Gunslinger getting harassed. Finding
Shrek is over top.
Oh my
And he
god!
missed.
Craig misread spot. He was too busy trying to body Vasquez, and he misread spot. And
I mean,
no,
they
you're
don't
too
reach.
far. You're too
What?
far.
I believe maybe a misclick there by Gun, or just misread the yardage.
Maybe. Gun dropping back, and he's hit by Yuli.
Oh,
Oh no, the gift of good field position, and they lose it all. They went from, I think, the 36-yard line all the way back to the other side of the field, and Dingo takes a 12-yard run. Oh man.
That's two back-to-back mistakes by the receivers. You hate to see it. And Humble is open. Gonna
And
find Toxic on the comeback.
I agree with Soup. Soup says he's gotta trust his line and not S key in the pocket so much, and I agree.
Yeah. I mean, both of these quarterbacks, I think, are getting sacked
Ooh.
in large part due to S-keying or stepping up at times where they really don't need to. I think perhaps just not, as Soup said, not putting enough trust in the line. Especially Dingo, I would expect to have a bit more trust with how early he drafted Humble and Yuli.
Yeah, Dingo rolling out to his left. Face pick by CBZ! Oh my god!
Does he have Stamp to put this in? No, he doesn't. He's going to get it inside grit territory, though. Minute 15 left to tie this ball game up.
Gooder, I don't know if
That is a clutch play by CBZ.
I'll say something about that in a second. 1st and 10. Oh my god. Rolling right to the left, but hit by Humble.
Oh.
Back at the 41. I don't know if you could see my cursor when I pulled up the stat sheet there, Gooder. But I highlighted CBZ's sack number. And right after that, he gets a face pick. GBX catching it for 5, getting 11.
We are at the 1-minute warning.
God.
If there is a comeback to be made, it has to happen right now for the Express if they want to take this game into overtime.
I would love
we
to have
already
an overtime
see
game.
Sort of a high-low coverage look pre-snap.
Oh, Record!
Picked off by Record!
Oh, no! He tried to force in a crack, but it wasn't there. Record!
And that ball, not only was it, that was behind the receiver. Oh, no. Dingo can just run this ball. I mean, you picked the line for a reason. This is the perfect time to use them. JBX clutch tackle there, but I don't think there is enough timeouts to stop this clock.
I think
from beating the Express.
If someone put a shield on JBX, I think Dingo might have been gone. As he throws this one well out of bounds.
2nd and 10. That clock stop will help the Express here. So they need a stop probably on this set of downs. Showing 4. Dingo rolling short side. Evading 4. Dropping as far back as he can. Just going to throw that one away again. Did not see anything downfield. Perhaps preoccupied with the blitz. I mean, rolling short side into a blitz is always dangerous.
This game is getting crazy. Dingo taking a run, 1st down. And I don't know if the Express are going to call it timeout.
That should be the game.
I think they're just saying GG's and not using that timeout. Unless they think they can stop Dingo on 4 quick plays here. Get the ball back.
If Dingo runs clock, he should be able to get it, I think, within 3 downs. Yeah, and he's just going to fake roll and...
JBX!
Uh-oh! Wait, JBX with a blocker. Oh my goodness.
9 seconds!
They're in scoring territory!
They're in scoring range!
What?
What?
Oh, I don't want to jinx it. Can the Express make this happen?
Oh my god!
That is a miracle play by JBX right there. Gunslinger has to be just so ready to make this play happen.
This is week 1.
And he's gonna step
he gets up to the line, finding Poppy. Is it there? Poppy catches it. Timeout. 1 second.
1 second. What? Oh my goodness. The Express. Can they make this happen?
2-yard line. A weird formation coming out. Good. Running it in. Right side. He's in.
They need the 2. They need the 2. And they will take this game to overtime. Oh my goodness. That is a miraculous pick and drive.
Oh my god.
Will this go to none other than JBX?
Someone's got to get on him. Humble's going to probably step out and cover him. Oh, line leak! Wee man! It's there!
We have overtime on our hands, assuming that they kick this one out of bounds.
What in
What
the
just
world?
happened? What?
Gunslinger's just gonna kick this one out of bounds. He's not messing around. We have overtime, baby. Holy shit! What
The
just
hell?
happened?
Dingo, why would he throw that?
Oh my god.
What? What did I just watch?
Dude, this is week 1. Week
Do we
1.
have the, is it still the same overtime rules from last season?
It should be. There were no rule changes announced, so I believe it will
Okay.
still be.
So, for anybody unaware, I believe it's so each team gets a chance at a drive starting from the opposing 20, so 20 yards away from the end zone. And if you score, you have to go for 2. And every time the score is matched, I think they go 20 yards back the next drive. It's some amount of yards that they
Okay.
have to start further from the end zone.
I do just want to say too, right
Mhm.
before that JBX pick, I was saying, oh, I think this game's over. We were talking about it. I saw Soup put in the chat, yeah, this is GG's, or he said something like that. What did he say?
So if
He said
the
it's over.
Express manage to win this game, is Dingo the new Luke?
I mean,
Because you could just run that ball and just close the game out. He had an edge, he had blockers, and then he just threw it to JVX.
like,
And I mean that is amazing by
this
JVX to
whole
just stay in the game to the very last second,
this whole
and
game
it
is
paid off.
yeah, this whole game is just gonna go down in infamy as just so much happened. Are we switching lobbies? I think we're changing lobbies.
Yeah. Maybe switch to pre-game screen if we're switching lobbies. Just
Yeah. I will switch back to my pregame screen here. Boom, boom,
mhm.
boom. Oh, I didn't change these. I started I started my stream before I could get these changed.
Okay, okay.
But luckily I could just
Wow,
there we go.
that I mean,
Whoops.
the Express have maybe after this break not as much, but they have all the momentum going into this next drive.
Oh, I joined the wrong lobby. Whoops.
Oh, there.
I
Wow.
do have my Spotify playing in my ears in the background, so I don't go insane just talking to myself when I had a solo cast, but I forgot to turn it off when this game started. Luckily, I had it muted, so we're good.
Okay, okay. What's even crazier though is if one of those two safeties doesn't happen, that was like a winning drive.
Yeah, I mean,
So the D line in the game just gave them just enough of a buffer to not lose on that.
yeah, I mean, this whole game so far has been just an absolute shit show.
I mean, they cleaned it up right at the end there. And each team had moments where they, played extremely well, and each team, had
I
moments where it was,
I meant to do this earlier, but I gotta
as
turn my Express versus Grits, and there it is. I don't have a password for it, so I hope someone sends me a code. Also, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna
I'll
stop.
ask for it real quick.
I'm gonna stop screen sharing with you, Gooder, because you can get into the game now. I gotta go. I gotta turn around my my air conditioning unit because it is hot in this room, and that certainly did not help. Whatever game just happened, dude. Oh, Oski, this is not the Long John Silver's bowl. This is the GoDaddy.com bowl. That's what this is. It's getting real intense in here. Oh, it's so hot in my room. It's like 92 degrees outside, and it's like 11 p.m. at night. Oh, I hate it here.
I'm trying to get the code. Okay. Here we go.
Thank you, thank you. And then I'll switch screens once we start the game up.
Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So this is the first time I've casted a game, and I can say this. We have sudden death.
Is it really?
Yes, they need to fix the slowdown yard.
Oh, oh, oh.
I believe other than that, all the settings are just fine.
What is it? So it is sudden death. It's first team to
Yes, so,
score.
well, no, it's not first team
Okay,
to
so it's
score,
the
it's like,
drives.
well, if the first team scores, the second one has to match.
Right.
And both teams have to go for 2.
That's what I thought it was. But when you said sudden death, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I got you. I got you. Okay. Cooldown's fixed. All right. Overtime is upon us. Week 1. The fourth. What is this? The fourth.
Have to look for Gunslinger to go to the tried and true JBX connection.
Is this the fourth?
And Dingo should trust his line to keep this on the ground, learn from the mistake that brought this game to overtime.
This is the
But
fifth.
he has to be rattled going into this overtime. And
Fifth.
Gunslinger has to be confident after just turning what looked like a surefire loss into a potential win.
Man. I mean, this is the 5th game of the season, and we're already having like stuff like this go down. Like, I cannot wait for the rest. Like, this is why I love casting. This is why I love this game. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. Like, you can have a lights out, solid performance all game. Last 30 seconds of a game can absolutely just change what the course of history will hold. Like, Gunn didn't have to throw that short pick. Dingo didn't need to get that pass. Dingo didn't need to get that ball back. He could have just milked clock, ran the clock out. Instead, he throws a short route. JBX jumps it. A deep bomb to Poppy Shrek to the 2-yard line, and Gunslinger runs it in. And then finds... he finds JPX on the 2-point conversion, and now we're in overtime. Alright. And we're starting right at midnight Eastern, so welcome to Gridiron after midnight. We got the late night show. And
So Dingo will be starting with this halftime with the ball. Make sure you switch scenes.
oh, yep. Whoops. Hey-ho. Thank you. I almost blundered. Alright. Taking it down to the 20. Gunslinger is there to meet him with open arms. And
they messed it up. They already messed it up. They're on the 21. I don't know if that matters much to them.
I don't think it will.
Yeah.
I think starting a yard back gives you an advantage because you can get 2 first downs, but...
Both teams going to take a second just to set their lineups here. Dingo has record at running back, Vasquez at receiver. I'd imagine that's probably not by choice. I think he probably just accidentally had it set that like that. Dingo rolling left, takes the gap for 4 yards.
Whew, okay, we're off to a bang. Oh my god. I cannot wait to go watch this VOD back because it's going to be unbelievable.
Still not over. Rolling right. Doesn't have a run. Finds Toxic on the inside comeback. Wee Man gonna stop the first. 3rd and 1.
I think Toxic just helped out the Express there by dashing in. If he dashed up instead of in, he was probably gone. Dingo faking
the run. Just
first.
barely gets the first.
Alright. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Guns showing blitz. He's going to get pushed away. Just barely overthrowing Vasquez on the pylon. That would have been a very nice pass to put the ball in the end zone, or at least on the first. Second and 10.
It was a good attempt. Yeah, second and 10. Dingo rolling around, hit by
EBZ
CBZ.
yet again finding Dingo.
CBZ is just the anti-Dingo. All night, he's just been on his case. I think, counting regular time, that's 7? Or is that 8?
Should be around that. Oh my god.
Ooh!
Threading the needle.
I say the tightest pass he could have thrown there.
No, Dingo gonna go for 2. A
You
stop here
had to
makes
go
this
for 2.
winnable for the Express.
Timeout called by the Express.
Maybe changing up something here. And they will find Humble on the leak.
Alright, 40 to 32.
The Grit in the clear for now. Now it is up to Gun to match. And they will start at the 20. Not sure what Dingo's doing.
He almost hit him. Ooh, baby.
Alright.
Oh, man. Down to the 20. Gunslinger taking the field. Trying to force a double overtime. The very least.
Dingo gonna take a second here, set his defense. Once again, setting Vasquez at corner and Record at safety. So swapping that up. Gunslinger rolling back. Gonna send Wee Man on the peak. And he's gonna get the touchdown. What?
The 20-yard line lead.
How?
Okay.
Whoa.
I mean, take him when you get him, I guess.
And they need the 2 here, but with how easy that score looked. Oh my god.
Please.
Gun dropping back.
Please.
And he overthrows it! And that's game!
That's game. Just like
And
that.
what looked like just a story for that season. Grit just gonna barely hold on to that lead. Wow.
Man, and everyone's filing out, so I'm going to disconnect as well, but...
Yeah, make sure we get well, the stats should be pretty easy to glean from that. But
I mean...
that was the craziest match of gridiron I've ever casted.
Well, there's your final score. Cincinnati Grit 40, Chicago Express 38, and oh my god, that was amazing. Oh, hold on.
The regular time that I expected between these 2 teams.
No, absolutely not. I mean, like from, I think the most, this game should have ended in the fourth quarter, and the team that eventually came out winning would have won, but the fact that we had to go to overtime in the first place is just, it just shows you how crazy this game gets. Like, oh my god. And if, like, to get into the position that Gunn was in on that last play with a 20-yard line leak for a touchdown, like that's gotta kill you. And then you overthrow it.
You know, I think Gunn in particular, maybe the rest, some other members of the team would be upset about that. I think Gunn in particular, knowing just how lost that game was at a certain point, is happy that he took that game to get the winning chance. And
but I think just the way it went out with such a whimper almost. Like, you get that amazing play from your lineman, you come back, you get the pick in the fourth quarter to get back into the game, you run that scoring drive, overtime, you get the touchdown, and then you just overthrow your receiver. Like, that's gotta get you. But maybe not, I don't know. Regardless, that was one of the best games I've ever cast, and I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in so much. Thank you, Gooder, for co-casting. And I will
Thank you for
see
having
all
me.
of you. Yeah, of course, man. I will see all y'all very soon. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Peace out.